Hey folks, welcome to the channel, and in this case, analyzing another police video. Now, there's a number of things here that we have seen before, and that just reinforces how these things are applicable to a number of possible scenarios. There's maybe a thing or two here that you don't see as often, and that we can learn from as well. I'll show you in a minute. But before we go on, remember that if you want to be prepared, especially if you want to learn more about personal security, self-defense, home defense, I cover a lot of that in street survival skills in detail, especially if you don't have proper firearms training, which I know a lot of people don't because it's expensive, because it's maybe not available in your country. That's where this will really help you out with lots of graphic details and things that are super helpful. Firearms tools like the one you see over there, other tools for self-defense, and a lot more. And for the economic aspect of preparedness, as always, my experience going through the economic collapse of Argentina, surviving the economic collapse. Let's get to this and comment as we go on.
Is help. You guys could have been long.
This is from the Illinois
There's
State
no
Police.
reason to lie to us when we're just trying to help. The only thing I was trying to do is help. You guys could have been long down the road, probably 15-20 minutes ago down the road, if you would have just said, here's my ID, and been done, right?
Yes.
It would have solved so much. But you guys have...
No, he's going back and forth.
It adds.
Moving forward.
It's not all cops are bad, right? I've been very...
The cops should realize at this point that people can sometimes be assholes. People, especially when you're dealing with a police officer, the police officer should know that there may be a reason why he does not want to give you his ID. And when he's finally forced to do so, you have to be prepared for that possibility that he didn't want to give me his ID for a reason, okay?
It's okay.
No, you've been nothing like.
And I
had a herniated disc. I mean, I kind of just.
Let me go check it real quick, Brandon.
False names, date of birth. You have to be extremely careful. When you see something like this, when he's lying about his ID, when he doesn't want to, if you don't have any, there you go, check it out. I don't give a damn. Weapons charged. That's why he did not want to give his ID. He knew what was coming.
All right. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, how you doing?
All right. I want to have you turn around for a minute. All right. Turn. No.
Hey, I'm
Brandon.
not going in cuffs.
Brandon, we're not doing this. Listen to me.
Hey,
Brandon.
I'm not.
We're done.
I'm not going in cuffs.
Hey, Brendan.
We're done.
Stop.
No!
Brandon.
No!
Stop.
Brandon.
What?
Stop.
Stop.
If you don't stop, I'm adding charges to you.
Charged with resistance.
You're going to get extra charges.
Stop. Stop.
All right, Brandon, we're done. We're done.
Get your hand. Stop. Stop resisting.
Brandon. Christine, stay out of the car.
Do it!
Christine, stay out of the...
What are you doing? What are you
Christine, stay out of the car.
Protecting me.
Christine
We
wants
had
to
bear
reach
spray.
into the car for a reason.
Christine, please step backwards.
Stop.
Please hit...
Please let
Stop.
me
It's
go,
just a stupid...
please.
Christine, please step back.
I'm begging
Yes.
you.
Stop.
Christine,
Stop.
listen to me.
Please, I'm
I need you to
begging
stop. Please back up for me.
I'm begging you.
Back up for me.
Please, I'm begging you.
Stop.
Don't do
Christine.
this. I can't. We're gonna die.
No, you're not.
We
Christine,
are gonna die.
I need
They're
you to back.
trying to kill us. They tried to kill us in there.
Ducoin X...
Please don't. Please.
Ducoin X83, send additional.
Please don't. You're gonna have to bear spray me.
Stop. Stop.
Christine, get out of that car! Christine, deal with her. Christine, back up!
I was in the military. You're gonna have to shoot me. I'm not going.
Stop, Jerry.
Hey!
Get him!
Ow!
On the ground.
Taser, taser!
Hey, go back.
Christine, get back!
Go cuff him. Go cuff.
Shoot me in the head!
Christine, get back!
Stop it.
Oh, he's got a gun! He's got a gun! Run!
Decoy next 83. Shots fired. Shots fired. Suspect. Officer shot. Officer shot. Shots fired.
Come on.
This
Come on.
is Buddy, that's good. He moves him away.
Come on, go. Go back. Go back. Get back. Get back behind my car. Good. Good. Where am I shot?
Where am I shot? He doesn't even
Hey,
know.
Brandon.
So, what you see here is a number of things that, as always, it's easy to talk about it when you're not there. Much easier to judge from the comfort of your home. Very different to be there in the middle of this. But as I said before, the huge red flag is the guy is not giving his real name. He does not want to give me his idea. Yes, some people can be stupid assholes and not realize that they make things worse for them when there's no need for that. But in general, if you don't have any problem with any legal problems of your own, yeah, dude, here's my ID. Go check it out. You know, that's how normal ass people behave. Now, it could be that he's an idiot, but it also could be that he does not want to be identified for a very solid reason, which is he has charges. So he knows that once he's identified, he's going, and you have to take that into account when someone is not cooperating. He could be an idiot, he could be an asshole, he could be a dumb fool that is making things worse for him without any need. But it also could be that he knows that it's going to be worse once he's identified, right?
All right, I want to have you turn around for a minute.
Now, once they know they have to arrest him, here's where you have to keep in mind that you want to be wary of weapons. He could have a gun, right? That's why usually, and you see here, officers are desperately going for his hands, which is correct. People use these to do awful things. Now, it's also the case that once you realize that he's not got anything on him, one of the things you need to understand, if he hasn't got a weapon on him, he probably has one in the car. That's very often the case. So he's not armed himself, he hasn't got a knife, a gun on him, maybe it's on the gun, so in the car. So you want to make sure he cannot reach into that car. So here you probably want to close those doors, get between you and the car, make sure, between him and the car, make sure he hasn't got access to the car, which we've seen in a number of videos. They go for the gun in the car and they actually you have to intercept there. You have to be in that way. You have to make sure he does not, maybe closing the door, slamming it shut, getting between, tackle him, whatever you need to do, rather than just wait for him to finally.
No,
Hey, I'm not
Brandon.
going in cops.
Brandon, we're not doing this.
So you see
Listen to
how
me.
this is what the way they've been trained, and this is perfectly fine. Each one going for one arm, and you should be able to restrain a guy, hold down the guy by each one of you going for an arm. But maybe the guy is very limb, very agile, young, strong, and he's wearing fucking baggy clothes and it's a lot more difficult. So it may not go your way.
Hey, Brandon,
I'm not.
we're done.
I'm not going in cops.
Now here is where a little bit of jiu-jitsu, a little bit of grappling would have come in very handy. There's a number of moments there where you wonder, dude, just wrap your arm around his neck, put him on a rear naked choke, and this will be done in 5 seconds. You bring him down, especially with someone else helping you out. Even with a handful, with a few classes, you should be able to do that, because you see in a number of occasions where he could do it. Now, it's also the case that awful police training kicks in, and don't you ever put anyone on a... It could be the case. I don't know exactly what kind of instruction or training they got from their own department, but I've heard of dumb shit like that, especially in the politically correct environment that we're in. Now, for you as a non-police officer, by God, if you have the back of someone, go for his neck. Once you're pretty certain that he's not going for any gun that he has in his waist or in his pockets, go for that rear naked choke. Especially if someone is, getting away from you and he may be younger, stronger, you have that opportunity, go for that.
Hey, Brandon.
We're done.
Stop.
Especially two guys.
Brandon,
Stop.
Brandon,
What?
stop.
Stop.
If you don't stop, I'm adding charges to you.
Charged with resistance.
You're gonna.
They try to reason with him, which is good. Any good police officer should try to, bring down that level of violence and agitation. Try, relax. This is, you're just making things worse. Just stop, cooperate. You will be done here in a second. You'll be fine. You want to do all of that, but if the guy is not resisting, and he already made up his mind that all he wants to do is get back to that car for a reason you can only assume is getting a weapon, then you have to do other things. Trying to restrain him by holding his hands, one on each side, when you're clearly failing on that, will probably not achieve a different result.
Gonna get extra charges.
Stop. Stop.
Keep slipping
All right,
away.
Brandon, we're done. We're done.
Get your hand. Stop. Don't let him
There you go.
resisting.
No.
Brandon, Christine, stay out of the car.
Do it.
Christine, stay out.
Grab the neck.
What are you
dude.
doing? What are you
Christine, stay out of the car.
doing? Tightening me. We had.
At that point, that arm around his neck, you clamp down on it and you bring the guy down.
Bear spray.
Christine, please step.
He's telling the partner there, the wife or whatever that is, get the bear spray.
Step backwards.
Stop. Stop.
Please hit.
Please let
Stop.
me
It's
go,
just a stupid.
please.
Christine, please step back.
I'm begging
Yes.
you.
Stop.
Christine, listen to me.
Please, I'm
They're
I need
also
you to stop.
worried. They're also worried about her. They wonder if she's going to be bringing out a gun, a knife, or anything.
Please back up for me.
I'm begging you.
Back up for me.
Please, I'm begging you.
Stop.
Don't do
Christine.
this.
I can't.
We're gonna die.
No, you're not.
We
Christine,
are gonna die.
I need
They're
you to back.
trying to kill us.
A
They
lie,
tried to kill
making
us in
shit up.
there.
You coin X.
Please don't. Please.
You coin X83. Send additional.
Please don't.
You're gonna have to bear spray me. Stop. Stop.
Christine, get out of that car. Christine, deal with her. Christine, back up.
I was in the military. You're gonna have to shoot me.
I was in the military. You're going to have to shoot me. Oh, boy. Where to start here? The mentality of these kids, they think they're in a video game. They think that because they were in the military, they're going to... It is such a mental poison. And this, I mean, we could talk about this for hours and hours. How messed up, how sick society is. How desensitized people have become to violence that you see on TV, to violence you accept willingly, you're okay with, you even laugh at. We see this all day long. It's just it keeps on getting worse. The idea of normalizing insanity. I was reading the other day on one of the forums about the war in I mean, we saw this with the war in Ukraine, right? Oh, fuck them, bomb them all, kill them all. Gaza, same thing, kill them all, bomb them all, nuke them to hell. Whatever side you're in, whatever affinity you have, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you think you're cool when you say idiotic things like that. But it used to be that it was a very tiny minority of dumbasses that talked that way, even worse, thought that way. But no, now you even see people face to face saying dumb shit like that. And words matter, not in the liberal, flaky, snowflake kind of bullshit thing, but it matters in terms of the public opinion, in terms of the social mindset that an entire macro group of people end up having. Yeah, life doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's you're bombing anyone. Doesn't matter if it's shooting anyone. Doesn't matter if it's ending the life that is inside a girl that all of a sudden doesn't want to assume the responsibility of her actions. It's all the same thing. It's all a matter of reducing the importance of life to that of nothing. It's like stepping on a damn ant. It matters nothing at all. In fact, you will see people make more of a story in the media over stepping over an ant, over stepping over a fucking raccoon, than bombing 1,000 people in one part of the world or another. They will make more of a story about how some minority or another was disrespected or discriminated or whatever it is, but they won't make nearly as much of a story about thousands of kids that are neglected, abandoned, because of the social trend that you are experiencing right now, which is Yeah, doesn't matter. Kids, babies, unborn babies, none of that matters a fucking anything at all. It's not important. And you may think that none of these things are related to one another, but that's what little Brandon here is doing. I was in the military. You'll have to shoot me. I'm fucking crazy. And it's not that the military made him this way. He probably hasn't got much military training at all, given his lack of discipline, his awful mindset, and the life choices he ended up making. He's not some badass super trained tactical operator, but in his mind he is, right? It's not the video games, it's not the military, it's not the super sensitive liberals, it's not the far right. It's this lack of respect for life, for common sense, the lack of what used to be extremely common just a couple decades ago. We lost that. And that's why we're living this way. That's why you see shit like this and so much more, right? Because normal people don't think this way. Normal people don't say the dumb shit you see such a huge amount of the population saying and thinking. I'm sometimes surprised by people that didn't used to be this way, and all of a sudden, what are you even saying? Have you become a damn idiot that you now think like that? And then you talk to them, you explain things. I didn't think that way. Well, yeah, you obviously didn't. But this is how easy it is to manipulate people into thinking their way certain people want us to think.
Not going!
Stop, Jerry!
Hey!
Get him!
Dude, that training, they really need to improve. I think that, honestly, some grappling and maybe changing some policies on what you can or cannot do, that's the only reason I assume that they didn't use some basic grappling and chokes. Anyway.
Ow! On the ground!
Taser, failing as always. I don't even know why they use it anymore. I mean, I guess, but here you wonder, why are they even using them? Pepper spray seems to be far more effective than tasers at this point.
Taser! Christine, get back! Go cuff him! Go cuff!
Shoot me in the head!
Christine, get back! Stop it! Oh, he's got a gun! He's got a gun! Gun!
So the officers here move away. The guy shoots. They shoot. And the officer, by the way, is fine. The officer here that got hit is okay. Brandon was not okay. He stayed there in the car where you see him because this officer did get a couple rounds on him. And that's all there is to be said. Officer keeps on shooting.
Shots fired! Shots
Keeps the gun pointed towards the threat, which is good.
Suspect! Officer shot! Officer
About to
shot!
holster, no. There's a reload there.
Shots fired! Come on. Come on.
And very important here, he does not forget about his partner. He does not retreat only himself, which sometimes you see people react that way. You know, it's on the heat of the moment, but ideally, you want your partner to, he's bringing you up and pulling you back.
Go back. Go back.
Guys, that is what we have here. Don't underestimate, always assume that there's a reason why people are behaving funny or weird. There's a lot of mentally ill people out there. And as I was saying before in my little rant, not only there's a lot of drug abuse, alcohol abuse, mental problems, depression, there's also a broader global, and very much in the United States, but very much in the rest of the world, unfortunately so too, there's a lack of respect for life, for decency, and for common sense. And we really need to work on that a lot more. I try to do my best. This is part of what I try to do. See you on the next one. Take care.